Artsy Sister, and today I wanted to talk to you about 5 painters whose work you should study in order to learn how to draw dynamic poses. So as an artist, I have like a huge collection of like paintings and stuff in my computer just for references and whatnot. So for more classical but still very naturalistic and very expanded poses, we had the works of William-Adolphe Bouguereau. And I wanted to show you some examples. Like this one may look like a simple pose and whatnot, but there's a lot of drama in it. Like this guy is black. This guy is the Lazarillo, or like the walker, like the person that takes care of like the blind poet Homer. So as you can see, he's like guiding him by the hand while he has rocks on his hand in order to throw it at like this rock that at this dog that's like trying to bite the person that he's trying to take care of. So then this guy, he has his eyes closed and trying to keep his cool while the kid is the one whose eyes is gazing at the dog. So then even in the leg poses, they see that this guy is like standing still, holding his ground, but bracing for impact because he doesn't know what the hell is going on around him. While the kid is the one who's reacting by moving slightly away from the barking ravenous animal because this is the Greek times and you didn't know you had to hit a ravenous dog with they didn't know about rabies and whatnot. So yeah, they really gotta watch out for the ravenous dogs. So see, even just a simple looking pose has a lot of drama because it took the time to make lots of variables and whatnot, and even the hand that is clenched into a fist.
He's getting ready to hit someone with a stick.
Yeah, but he doesn't know from where exactly. But they're bracing for impact. So then here's another painting, more relaxed, the guy offering cherries to his girlfriend, and then she's putting them on as earrings because apparently you could do that during Greek times.
Usually it's been to go on the ear. How are you putting that as earrings?
Yeah, that's crazy, but yeah. Earrings made out of, not grapes, cherries. And then you be and she's the original cherry lady, so they see here's cross-legged. And nice, and here, even looking at the hands, you see that there's good variables and whatnot. So yeah, here's another example of this guy with dynamic poses and whatnot. A little girl sitting down, poking out a little crab by the beach. It's a very complicated sitting down pose. Here's one knee under the dress and the other one, and the leg sticking out this way, and the hand folded and forward, and there's even foreshortening. So this may look like a simple pose, but if you sit down and analyze it, it's actually very complicated and whatnot.
And there's a second painting on the back of two men.
Yeah, of two men putting a boat inside the dog, and even then they're also, shifting. This guy reclining forward, and the other one in a classic contrapposto. Classical gripper, which is that you have one leg in resting order with one leg while the other leg is in restful position. Leighton and Sorolla and Michelangelo's David. That's the one that you gotta look up to see what a contrapposto, an S-line and all that stuff. But yeah. Here's another very complicated one that you don't see very often in paintings and whatnot. A girl giving a piggyback ride to her little sister, And that is definitely a very complicated pose to pull off naturally and whatnot,
Like in anime, whenever you see that pose, they usually zoom it in or they show you parts of it because drawing the whole thing is extremely complicated.
Yeah, so if you wanna draw somebody being carried on piggyback ride, you can use this one as reference because trying to find a human to stand still or you can just. Even when you ask someone to pose for you and stuff, since they have no idea, they're usually very stiff about it. But but it's good to get a professional model for that sort of nonsense. Not a American style model, but more like somebody that poses for paintings professionally. And that knows all of the proper ways and whatnot that drawing people need for that type of work.
Yeah, they did the contrapposto S curve. He knows exactly what you're talking
about. Yeah, they know exactly how to stand and whatnot. And yes, that is a thing. That people actually make money out of that. not as a American Star model, but as a model in the art history type of sense. Alright, so the next painter we're going to be looking at is Michelangelo. This is a lesser known one, but see all of the demons got like different poses and whatnot.
That's a Michelangelo painting?
Alright, so now, let's not look at it that much.
Okay.
Oh yeah, moving on. So another, if you wanna, he has a lot of, when people say he painted the roof of the Sistine Chapel, you should talk about it like one painting, but no. He's he painted, but you gotta look at each segment as its own individual artwork because, this chick is life size, you know? He painted up in the roof in order for you to see her that well. So, all of the in between each of the painting segments of each of the episodes he illustrated, he also added, seers and prophets. So then this is Libica. And then and he also varied a lot the way that they were sitting. So this is one example of she's sitting like that in a very weird thing. So if you want to find different posing positions, just look at the roof of the Sistine Chapel because each of the sitting figures is completely different. Like Michelangelo is a very good one to study for different poses and whatnot. And also his statues, they provide you a good 3D model of all of the angles that you need. Just walking around in.
Oh yeah, tell them about the horns.
Oh yeah, that's a statue of Moses that Michelangelo did. And the Bible says that he grew horns so light, so then he just painted him with horns. And because back then there was a weird myth that a very anti-Semitic myth that you people had horns on their head and whatnot. But yeah, people be jerks back then. So there you have it. So if you see Moses with horn, that's what it was. Them being jerks, but whatever. Yeah, this was a commission where the priest guy wanted it that way, and Michelangelo wanted to make money for his family, so then he just sculpted what the guy paid him to. So yeah, you want horns on your Moses, I'm not gonna question why you want it. So there you have it.
It's a little sad, but yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's it. That's God.
Flying
away. God flying away.
That God's butt.
No, it's his robes, but since they're full like that, it really defines the two celestial spheres that he has, the world. Okay, but see, even back poses are very complicated. You want a good Superman back flying pose? Yeah, that's a good one.
That's God's butt.
Alright, so next painter that you should study a lot for more complicated poses is Norman Rockwell. So then here it is. It's a girl playing with marbles, and she's already won all of the marbles that belongs to the boys. So then you can see over here that their bag is empty, and then they're very annoyed because she's about to win their last marble.
You can see that one of the kids is crying.
Yeah. This one's already crying, and this one just came here to watch. And see, this one has the marble bag in his pocket because he already lost everything, and he's just admiring the work. And he's super chill about it because my dad can just buy me more. But this is the one that's crying is probably the poor kid that can't afford all of the marbles.
I know that she only has a sack full of marbles, and then it's already full. So now
they just store on the side, she's a pro at it. So see, you see how you told an entire story with just 3 kids and a few prop elements. So Norman Rockwell is very good at telling a story in a very minimalistic amount, but with just poses and whatnot. So Norman Rockwell is somebody that gotta study for poses and for visual storytelling purposes without required, because if you have to see. If your drawing or picture doesn't tell the story, if you require a narrator explanation, then you're not doing good visual storytelling. That's why in my mangas and whatnot, I don't have a narrator. If you can't understand what's going on based on my drawings, then I did a bad job at it. And then He has another complicated pose. It's a self-portrait or normal Rockwell from the back, And you can see that he painted himself in a very complicated angle with him just thinking about what he has to paint because he has a deadline. Like the painting is called Artist Facing Blank Canvas Deadline. So like on that day he has to like make something for the Saturday evening post, but he hasn't come out with anything. And over here you see all of his sketch and references and whatnot. So yeah.
And it says due date right there.
And do this. So build a visual collection of poses and references because they're gonna save you a lot of trouble if you're like thinking, oh, how am I gonna see this idiot or add drama to it? No. Just look at a painting reference and like move on ahead with your life. Like taking the time to build a visual references it saves you a lot of trouble in the long run. So yeah.
He even has a horseshoe, so he's like hoping that he gets lucky with it.
Oh yeah, see. So yeah, so there you have it. That's Norman Rockwell is a good one to study his work if you wanna like good dynamic poses and whatnot. And then here's another one where the girl is like reading his poem, and then you see a very variations in like the way they sit and whatnot, him with like, but the reason why she like pointed his shoes inward is because that's like a defense mechanism that some guys do whenever they're like feeling tense about a situation or nervous or shy, and like she's sitting like a lady and leaning more forward because she's more confident. So she's like an extrovert and he's an introvert.
Yeah, he's not manspreading. He's
doing it backwards. It's like See, and all of that you can tell based on like the pose and whatnot.
What's that on her waist? And those hair extensions?
That's a fan.
Oh.
Like to flap yourself with fan.
Oh.
Yeah. And he has his ring finger. He has a class ring. See that is bright red. And she has like a pinky ring. I don't know if you can see it in like the whatever. Like eventually I'll get around to posting in my Artsy Sister blog the high quality version, so then you can just look at them better. But I'll get around it. And here's another good Norman Rockwell painting. This guy's playing checker, like the ringmaster, like the owner of the circus is losing checkers against the clown, and the crown prince of crime, and he just laughing it off, silly.
Yeah, I noticed that is a very crucial decision because the black piece has to choose which of the two to eat, but then the other guy can just eat them, so it's like... Okay.
Yeah, like sing well your next move. Like, see, he's like, your turn, that's the gesture, and the other guy is like, what do I do? How do I get myself out of this? And it's like at the crucial point of the game where there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, And the dog is asleep because this game has been going on for a while, and he's like already bored. It's so then like he doesn't want to look because like his girlfriend is back over there like watching. So then with a woman watching, guys feel like I can't lose in front of them. I can't lose in front of the hot chick.
To a clown.
To a clown.
Yeah,
It's your boy, right?
Yeah.
I can't lose in front of the hot chick to a clown. It's gonna make me look uber bad. I'm losing to the clown. Yeah. So there you have it. See, a lot of drama just based on the poses and whatnot. See, that is why it's very important to study poses and whatnot as a form of visual storytelling. You can tell a whole story just by the gestures of the human body.
And also the painting direction to the middle, which forces you to get in the shoes of the other guy and try to see what move to make. Like Like you're thinking about the next move just like the other people in the painting.
Yeah, like there's a hollow beam there so that your eye is 100% focused on the checkerboard. So yeah, so it's also a checkerboard puzzle going on there. So yeah, you come up with something as well. So it's inviting this guy and also the viewer as to think of a way.
How are you gonna be the clown?
How are you gonna be the clown? Think your way out of that mud. Think your way out of that death trap. Yeah. Alright, so next painting. So the next painting, you gotta study is Fredrick Leighton. There's another Leighton, Edwin Blair Leighton, but no, we're looking at Fredrick, who also paints well, like dogs and dragons, but very cool, dynamic looking dogs. But I wanted to focus on this Leighton, the Fredrick one. So then, like, this painting, you may have noticed that lots of people have them in like reproductions in your house because it's like, it just makes a good decoration piece. Just a great chick sleeping in like a very complicated pose of one.
Yeah, you try sleeping like that and see if you manage it.
Yeah, see if you fall asleep. So yeah, Leighton definitely, so Fredrick Leighton, but also the other Leighton, but more for doggo poses, is one that you gotta like study and whatnot, because like you try to get a dog to pose and to stand still for you. Like most of the time you gotta like chase after it to get like a good photograph of it for like your paintings and drawing references and whatnot. But you know, if you don't want to do that, just check out the other Leighton. Both of them are good. And then here's another example of Fredrick Leighton's work. You know, chicks picking up seashells by the shore. Seashells by the seashore. This is where here's where the tongue twister came from. So then there you have it, like great chicks picking up seashells, and each of them are in different poses. See, it's like reclining forward, which gives you that pose in that angle, and then also that same pose over there repeated, but in the front. So you get like the side liner and the front and the front liner, all the same pose repeated. So
yeah, he was just flexing, showing.
Yeah. He was just flexing, showing how well he could like draw poses and whatnot. Like I also had like better examples for like the previous, for like Michelangelo and stuff, but like you know, YouTube being YouTube again, like you know, they don't. I wanted to show you the David, but they had a problem with the David marble, whatever. We're moving along. And then here's another painting by Fredrick Leighton. See, just two couples scenes, and then she's watching him right while she silently judges him. She felt like you can just see like the shiny just about to happen. What you writing, honey? Oh, nothing. So poor me thinking about how much I love you. There she is, looming over my shoulder. Leave me alone, you crazy woman.
If anyone's reading it, then the last thing they want is somebody looking over them as they're writing.
Yeah, either looking over my shoulder while I write, or looking over my shoulder while I try to draw. It's like very distracting. Or just looking over my shoulder, period, while I'm trying to do bloodborne stuff. It's very distracting because if the other person moves even slightly, your human eye automatically like goes to it. You know, like if somebody's like moving around and doing stuff near your blind spot, your eye just imperceptibly trained to go for it because humans used to be like hunter-gatherers, and if something like coming at you from your side, very quickly it means that they're about to eat you. So yeah, just a cute painting of she silently judging her husband's work. And then here's another complicated pose. It's a mother eating cherries that her little girl's giving her. And then you see you have the complicated reclining pose of the mother, and also the pose of the little girl sitting down and whatnot. So you see
have a bird too. There's like a stork right there.
Well, I think that's more of a Japanese thing. Oh. Remember that the stork is very Japanese, so then you also got a little bit of Orientalism going on in the background. Well, more Japanese meaning. Mm-hmm. Everyone went through an anime phase, even this guy. See? Storks. If you see storks, you gotta think Japan. So yeah, and then the last painter that I wanted to show you is Joaquin Sorolla. That is an impressionist painter that I like to always paint by the beach. So then like, here you have a chick changing out of, putting on her, well I think she's actually changing out of it. And then he has a towel for her so that she doesn't get cold and whatnot. So then you got like the complicated pose by the hands, and it travels to the feet and whatnot. So yeah, just check out his beach stuff to see good like complicated poses by the beach. But see children running, very complicated and naturalistic look of people running by the beach, very realistic. It almost looks like a photograph.
think about it, that there's no way that those children could have been posing. So that's probably just drawn either from his memory.
Yeah, that is probably drawn from his memory because, like, how do you keep a kid standing still in that complicated pose and the dress flowing and like the dress flowing like that? So yeah. So yeah, girls in Spain could like go to the beach and like chill out like the boys as long as they were wearing a bathing dress. So yeah, they could have fun. So yeah, well, not a beach scene, but still very complicated nonetheless. It's like dancing, you know. See that they're playing the castanet, so that's flamenco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go
tak 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 tak. Like the horseshoe crab. So yeah, and then you have the main dancers here, but there's also like some variables here, cause like the women here, if you don't notice yet, their eyes are looking at the viewers as they suddenly judge you for like leering at them. So, and these ones are also looking at the viewer, you know. Oh, and even one of the dancers is looking at the viewer. It's kind of like almost breaking the fourth wall, which was something that the painters originally started with. They have the painting, the characters in the painting look at the viewer and thus create a mental connection between the artwork and the people who are looking at it by forcing direct eye contact with you. So then...
Yeah, it's like you just arrived to this party. They're like, oh, yeah. here he comes.
Here he comes. Yeah, here's a, yeah.
Yes,
And just by making eye contact, it creates the illusion that this isn't like a painting, but like a scene that you're watching in real time that it just frozen in mid-action. So yeah.
Like another good example is Velázquez that has a mirror, but in the mirror it shows the king, so it's as if you're the king walking into
like walking into his studio.
To watch the girls play while he paints.
Yeah. So then here's another painting with lots of complicated poses by Joaquin Sorolla. Here we have like the main center that is like this Gitano. That's how it's called in Spain, right?
Yeah, Gitano.
Gitano. Or Romano.
Yeah, or Romani. Just don't call them the G word, they don't like it.
Yeah. But yeah. I think in what's that play off the top of my head? La Casa Venanda Alba. They used to call her the Romans, Peter the Roman. So she was, so she was married
the Romani will be in English.
Yeah. But in Spanish they're the Romanos. So yeah, there they are, you know, just chilling, you know, him leaning forward, telling a great story, and then she is also leaning forward. But you see, it's a very complicated sitting pose, and then over there we have a repeat of the sitting pose, but in like the background setting, and then we have a guy standing. But you see, it's varying the poses and whatnot. So this was in a lively conversation, and the other guys are more mellowed out, listening to that guy sing talk a story. Or maybe they're just slightly critiquing his work because it's like leaning forward, almost like he's talking to them, but not really playing. You know.
Yeah, it feels like they're asking him to play something. He's like, okay, well, how does that go again? And then they're just like singing.
Yeah, making a song request. You know. And then here's a tambourine that probably belongs to this. So then it's like one of the musicians they're just sharing. You know. But you see, all of that is just from the poses. And I think this is the last one for now. So as you can see, I hope you found this information useful, and I hope it helps better you in the making of your art. Bye bye and God bless.